Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with the three amigos, Dion and Matt. How you doing, Dion?
Howdy, doing great. Ready for round two.
Awesome. Video one, if you haven't seen it yet, was basically Dion announcing his retirement, sending Pink Panther memes to the lumberjack. So in this case, this video is going to be more aimed at the lumberjack because I think he needs to seriously consider something. But let's welcome him to the show first. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing awesome. I'm excited to be here, as always.
So you and I had a private phone call, I don't know, a week ago or so. We actually talked about this the first time a year ago, but we really didn't know each other yet. So I let it sit there. Then we get the notice that Dion's retiring. We get the notice that Dion's got 10,000 subs on YouTube. And then I go to your channel, look at 2,100 or whatever the hell it is. And I'm like, all right, I need to call this guy and have a heart to heart because I think you've made, frankly, a strategic mistake. And I think we need to correct it because I know the value that you give. I know this new series on product reviews that you give is going to be out of this world. But I believe your persona, your channel name. So the persona is awesome. I think you keep that. I think you keep the bobblehead. I think you keep all of that. But dude, give up the channel name. It is holding you back. Lumberjack Landlord is not something people search for. It is not when people find it by accident, like, what the fuck is a lumberjack landlord? And they just move on to something else. And yes, I swore on purpose because this really irritates me, right? I know what I'm doing when I swear, and that was on purpose. So I think you need to change it. I think it needs to be, I mean, the parts of your story that I think people would attract to is you're a high school dropout to multimillionaire. Interesting. Self-managed, hands-on, do it yourself. I think you do so much that the lumberjack landlord name is holding you back. Before you react, I did not tell Dion we were doing this. So Dion, what do you think of what I just threw on the table? Is it a big stinking pile of stuff or what?
So I definitely don't want to attack Matt. Like that's not the goal of this.
Oh, he's crying.
But it's really something you need to consider when you're trying to be on a platform like YouTube. So the original name of my channel was my story, 10 years to FI. And if you're in the financial world and you know what financial independence, retire early is, you know the acronyms, not everybody in that even knew what FI meant. And
I didn't,
so then I changed it and I was doing the Dion Talks on Facebook in the Bigger Pockets forums and on the Facebook groups. And so Dion Talk I knew was going to be in there. I wanted financial independence. Because I wasn't financially free yet. I was financially independent. I could quit work, but I had to still look at price tags. But that's like 4 characters too long to fit on the thumbnail and be legible. So I actually changed it to Dion Talk Financial Freedom because that actually fits in a thumbnail. So we need to look at the length of the characters that will fit on YouTube based on whether they're looking on their phone, tablet, or computer. And then Mike, you nailed it with, it's not something that they search for. No one for this first 6 months, no one could find me by searching Dion or Dion Talk because Celine Dion covers 1/3 of the interwebs, right? It's the only thing that comes up when you search that. But a lot of people search financial freedom. And so a lot of my views come from people going, what's Dion Talk about? Financial freedom, that's cool. And then they go into the rest of it. When I first encountered the lumberjack landlord and I pictured the picnic table that you wear. My family is lumberjacks. My dad and both my brothers owned residential and logging tree services. I'm the one that was so lazy I joined the Marine Corps because that was easier. So my brain, there was discordance. I was picturing lumberjack, which I know my family, and then IT sales rep division running guy didn't go together. So I was resistant to watching you when I first encountered you. I had to listen to 2 or 3 videos and go, okay, I'm going to start taking notes. But to get to that point, I was introduced to you through Mike. Like if I saw your channel, Lumberjack Landlord, don't know that I would have clicked. I agree with Mike. And it sucks. You've got a brand, you got a bobblehead, you got a name. You can have the name, it can be on that logo and everything. But I think coming up with a name that's searchable, fits the shape of YouTube, and really talks to your story, like, from dropout to, rags to riches kind of story, however you want to come up with that. Like we'd have to brainstorm. We're totally happy to help with that. But I agree with Mike.
So again, you and I talked privately, Matt. So What do you think of all that? I mean, because again, we're all, you're a sales guy like me. We look at numbers. And I'm sure at some night when you're up by yourself, look at YouTube, you looked at your number and our numbers and realized they're not scaling at the same rate. And you provide as much, if not more, in differentiated value than a lot of channels. It's
more value than certainly some channels out there.
I'll say most channels.
We have some clips we could play.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Dude, I really do. I think it is the name. I do.
Yeah, I agree. I think, so I think it's just, I think it's like anything. I think it's, so for me, it's always starting anything, right? The entrepreneurial spirit is move.
Yes.
That's the entrepreneurial spirit, is move.
Yeah. Ready, fire, aim. Yep.
Yes. And then pivot.
Yes.
Pivot, right.
Pivot,
and
yes.
So for me, believe it or not, all the advice is welcome. All of the people watching this video, give feedback, leave it in the comments, say what you think it should be called. If you're watching my stuff, I am completely, winner gets a shirt and a free course when I'm done with it. Like, I'm totally cool with that if I pick one of those names. And so from my perspective, it is very much entrepreneurial. I am smart enough to start any business / dumb enough to start any business. And I've made them all work. It's just the degree in which they've worked. I've walked away from businesses because I just said, I can't become a massive millionaire doing that business, no matter how well I do it. I look at the other top guys, and I look at the other top guys in these other industries, and I just say, listen, I believe that I'm as smart as they are. I believe here were the steps that they took that really got them to where they got to. And it's a little bit of luck, but it's also a lot of properly packaging what it is that you are out there putting into the marketplace. So I completely agree with you. I absolutely think it's time for a channel change and a brand change from that perspective. Still the Lumberjack at the end of the day, because that's just my name, but I agree with you 100%. Yeah, channel, that identity has to change, because at the end of the day, I think the most interesting thing is I have found that people jump to, they believe lumberjacks are dumb. I've had people literally, when they've started out the interview with me, and they're just kind of like, and they're using, you can tell they're like mincing words and parsing things and breaking down concepts. I was like, I'm smarter than you. You don't need to change up the words. I'm good. Like, and at the end of the day, I think it's, don't judge a book by its cover. I mean, the beautiful thing is that this is why I dress like this. This is why I look like this, is because it's comfortable. I don't really care about anybody else and how they feel about how I dress. Yeah. So I'm good with my t-shirts and my hats and my big beard, and an occasional shower. And so from my perspective, I'm completely open to it, because at the end of the day, all of our goals are the same. All of our goals are to help as many people as we can get to financial freedom. And that's the only part that would ever bother me about a brand or something I did not being successful, is that I didn't get to the most amount of people possible to help that many people transition.
Yeah. And so it's that exact reason that I had that phone call with you, because I know your goals. I know where we're going together as a three amigos. Yeah. And you're not getting the love, respect, and attention. And most importantly, not helping enough people. Yeah, and that's the biggest thing for me. And then when you sprinkle in what you're going to be doing with product reviews, what you're going to be sprinkling in with on hands-on management. Yeah. It's time, dude. It's I think I agree with you 100%. So I'm excited for it. It's something that, that's the other thing that you see too, is it's like, you see these, people out there that teach, and they're, they have channels with 250,000 subs, and the stuff that they put up is horrible garbage. And it's not even just the fear porn guys. It's the other horrible garbage that it's just like, really, like, we're going to watch somebody jump rope and like, that's a thing, eh? Yeah. Like, okay, keep burning your time on that, bro. You're going to be poor forever. Yeah. And so I think from my perspective, I think it really is branding. I think it's about getting in front of people, because let's face it, everybody that breathes wants to be rich so they can own their day and do whatever the hell they want. That's what everybody wants. Everybody doesn't want to be a slave to the man. And the big thing is that a lot of people think that entrepreneurship means that, and it's the exact opposite.
entrepreneurship, if you are a true entrepreneur like I am, started businesses, run businesses, if you are an entrepreneur like that, it is an absolute massive time suck for years until you start seeing a return on that time. And so the issue that most people don't understand is that what I'm most proud of now about the business is, sure, building it to the place that I got it to and helping as many people along the way as I have, but I get to make an impact in individuals' lives as being a good landlord for them and being able to price the unit at whatever I want to price it for, because it's not the difference of the business making money or not. And then the second thing is, while I'm with my kids and my wife, I'm getting paid to do so, which you can't ask for a better job than that. So I get to spend time with my family and I get to do it. And when all of us hang out, our rents don't go suspended. So like, we're just literally going to be sitting there having dinner together, and it's just, and we're making money because we built a right business. So yeah, I 100% agree with it. The most important thing to me is the number of people that we can impact. And clearly, you know, it's loud and clear. I mean, I'm a numbers guy, just like you. I'm a data guy. Looking at the data, and it's just like, yeah, like
something's not amiss.
It's we're a miss. And now it's been like a little over a year. And so now it's time to start making moves. It's time to start pivoting. It's time to start, you know, making moves and seeing what's going to work better, that we can help more people.
So folks, do me a favor. I'm going to give what Matt threw out there. Please leave your suggestions for new channel names for the Lumberjack. If he picks one and uses it, I will give somebody a free course. He'll just tell me who it is, and I'll just give it away just because I like to help, and I'm not very creative. So we'll see how creative my audience is. Dion, any closing thoughts on this?
I'll make the same deal that Matt did. If Matt picks somebody from the comments down below for the name of his channel, when my course is finished, Matt will have to write this down. That person gets a free course too.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the support. Yeah. And Mike, you can share the name that I gave you already, because we're not paying twice.
What was it?
So the one that I came up with, because it really reflects who I am as a person, is, oh shit, I'm a landlord. Now what?
I think you're going to see that. That's
too many words, too many words, too many letters. I see it in Dion's eyes already.
Characters.
Too many characters.
Well, and filtered words too.
Yeah. Well, you just take the I to an exclamation mark. You can make it work.
You just turn the I into a star.
Exactly.
That's all. Or a standing lumberjack.
Yeah. So that's not going to be the channel name. We're not going to repeat that mistake.
No, and I could break it down logically, even not the problems with the length and the words. It's, you have landlord in it now.
Yes.
You're getting the search results from that.
Yeah.
Every other word in that isn't something that somebody's going to be searching for. So the people that leave a comment below, it should be something that is searched for in the finance world, in the real estate world, in the retiring early world, something that says, this is the people you want to talk to, because that's how YouTube works. When somebody sees your thumbnail and they click on it, you get a click-through rate. When somebody starts watching a video, you get a duration weight. At the a view duration. At the end of your video, if they continue to click through to a video of yours or something in the same realm, you continue to get the view duration for that watch time. So that's what the name needs to do, is to bring somebody that's going to finish a video and stay watching in that same genre of videos.
The more polished, less fun was Elite REI. That's more polished, less fun.
All right, folks, we are going to get creative. Leave, you know what? Leave a comment below what the name should be. I'm thinking high school dropout to multimillionaire, probably too many letters. There's something here. I hope one of you create it. You get some free courses. Guys, thank you very much.
Even his internet cut out when he was trying to say that one.